What's going on, guys? I want to discuss what is the best loadout for the main battle tank in Battlefield 6. I'll be covering the primary and the secondary weapons for the tank, gunner seats, the upgrade packages, and how you can choose them based on your playstyle, and much more. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so for the driver's seat, I like to go with the multi-purpose. It's very good for just shooting infantry and tanks as well. It's just in that right in between mix. The armor piercing, you're only going to be using that against vehicles, obviously. And for the love, please do not use the anti-personnel. This is just infantry only. It is zero stuff against vehicles, and also you're playing as a main battle tank for a reason. Take out other tanks, vehicles that you can find. Now the high explosives aren't horrible, but they do less damage against armored targets, and obviously if you're playing as this tank, I would just hunt down tanks as I can. But if I'm losing the fight because I'm doing less damage, then you are at a disadvantage right there. Alright, so we got that down. Multi-purpose is my recommendation for the primary shell. Alright, and for your secondary shell, go with the aim guided shell, and this is why. This is basically a tow missile, and it's really good at taking down aircrafts. Not only tanks, but aircraft. And I'll show you exactly what I mean right now. And if you practice enough, you can also be better than the anti-air tank. By doing this, you don't have to worry about flares, alright? And the best part, it always one-shots, except for the transport helo. It takes 2 to kill a transport helo, but if it's low enough, you'll one-shot it. That counts, doesn't it? Alright, for the secondary, I like to go with the LMG, as the HMG, it just shoots too slow. Fire is too slow, and you just tend to miss your shots because of it. So I like to go with the LMG, it has a faster fire rate. Alright, and for equipment slot 1, I like to go with the projectile intercept system. Why? Because this is more like an immortality for like a couple seconds. The thermal blocking smoke is good too. It does conceal where you're at, providing a lot of cover. The emergency repair, I used to like and rock with this one, but after just using it, you just tend to always die, because it only repairs if your tracks are like disabled, and you gotta get really low. And at that point, it's GG. So I like to use the projectile intercept system, as it does give you basically like a mortality of projectiles, which can save you a lot. Now, it does not activate right away, as some of the older Battlefield games has a little delay, as you can see, but it's still pretty solid. Alright, and for upgrades, I like to go with the reinforced plating. I don't really care about the loss of speed, and honestly, field maintenance isn't that bad. It enables faster vehicle health recovery after taking damage, while also gain ammo sooner and faster. And here is what that looks like. So I'm using the tow missile, and once I have 8 in reserve, then that's when it starts giving me more ammo. That's pretty quick, compared to having a tank without the field maintenance upgrade, as once I hit 4 in reserve, that's when it starts to finally give me more ammo. And this is the ammo speed it gives you back compared to another tank that does not have the field maintenance upgrade. And the health regain is not that bad either. It's almost like instant as soon as you get hit. But not quick enough if you were having like a 1v1 with a tank, and it's all about who can stay alive the longest. And that's why I choose the reinforced plating. Now, the only drawback is you do lose a little bit of speed, but it's not that bad. Look. Now the real test is the actual damage it can take. So yeah, you can tell it does reinforce more damage. Now, let's go on to the enhanced loading systems. Alright, so I actually used to use this one instead, as it does give you a faster fire rate, but I did see that it does deactivate when the vehicle is low health. Now, that is a pretty big drawback in my opinion, and I wish it didn't do that, otherwise I might use this one more instead. Now, I think for the secondary heat recovery, I think that's when the gun actually overheats. Not for it to cool down, but I think when you actually do overheat it, it cools down quicker. Last but not least, we got the optimized handling. Now, I haven't used this one too much. The improved vehicle turning rate is okay, I guess, but the aiming speed is what it gets it better. But the only benefit of this really coming in handy is that if someone gets behind you, you can turn around quicker. But that's kind of it. I don't really see anything too much where you have to turn your camera so fast for. Alright, and for your passenger gun seat, this is more a preference of your playstyle. So I like to choose the LMG over the HMG, obviously, just like before, but the grenade launcher comes into play this time. Now, this is your choice. Are you going to rush into enemy lines? And if you are, recommend the grenade launcher for your squad mate. But if you aren't and you're going to just play back, then go with one of the machine guns. There is no wrong or right answer for this, as this is for your passenger, not for you. And for your gunner equipment slot 1, I would highly recommend mine countermeasures. If you have a smart squad mate that's with you and you brush in, they can detect enemy mines on the ground for you and disable them that you might not see. I have seen my teammates tank so many times from doing this because you just don't see them, and tank mines are very lethal in this game. Now, the smoke wall is pretty underwhelming, and your passenger might not even shoot this out for you when you're playing and you're taking a lot of shots. I've noticed that it doesn't really give you that much cover and you can still get shot out pretty easily. And like I said, your teammates are most likely not going to pop this for you versus the mine countermeasures where it literally shows up on your screen when to activate it. Alright, now let's do another run back of what I have. We had the multi-purpose for the primary shell. Secondary shell, we got the aim guided. Secondary with the LMG. Equipment slot 1, we got the projectile interceptor. Passenger gunner C, we got the LMG. And for them, we got the mine countermeasures. Let me know what your guys' preferences for your setup is, but I think this is a pretty solid build right here for the main battle tank. And now, let's see the tank in battle.
Here, I'm trying to push up in their spawn and get rid of this LFE. Getting your aircraft down.
Out in the open. Yeah, that's him right there. He's in the open.
Yeah.
Him once.
Bro, we fucking
I hit him once. I gotta repair myself.
Is the Leo
inbound?
Yo, helicopter.
Look at bro flying! Look at him flying! It's just too easy, dude. It's just too easy, dude.